Hello, it's Sunday and it's time to food prep. It's actually way past time to food prep. But I was up all night with a terrified dog who pooped on the floor because it was thundering and lightning. So after church, I came home and I took a nap. It's okay. It doesn't matter when you food prep, just that you food prep. Because I gotta tell you, anything you can do on a Sunday that will help you to relieve stress and anxiety throughout your week is gold. It's as simple as that. Do whatever you can so that you're ready for the week. I promise you'll be grateful. And guess what? It doesn't have to be Martha Stewart, guys. It doesn't have to be Pinterest worthy. Mine is not. It's not at all. As a matter of fact, I've got a bunch of dishes sitting on a drying rack over there, and I just cleaned out my fridge, and so I've got stuff that needs to be dumped and cleaned sitting over there. This is real life here, people. So the first thing I do is clean out my sink. I clean out my sink, and then I scrub my sink and rinse it out, and then I plug it up and I fill it with water, and I'm soaking some sweet potatoes and some zucchini over there, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw in these red peppers because they will get cut up. But what that does is saves you time from dealing with the washing and going over and washing. You just throw them in there, let them sit for about 35 minutes, not 35, 3 to 5, and then take them out, lay them out on your counter and let them dry completely. So I'm going to put the red peppers in here. I'm going to take these sweet potatoes out. I'm going to need them nice and dry when I get to that, which will be pretty soon. So I'm going to wipe those off, let them sit here a minute while we talk, and then I'm going to tell you what the plan is. First part of the plan, I'm going to be putting on a baking sheet some chicken. And yes, these are chicken thighs. I like them better. And there's as much research that says that dark meat is good for you or better than you than white as there is that white is better than dark. So I'm going for what I like, and that's dark. And so I will take these out. I'll put them on I'll put foil on my baking sheet, and I will put them on the baking sheet, and I will season them, and then I will put them in the oven sorry, that was probably obnoxious. I'll put them in the oven at 425 for about 20 minutes. Now, I'm going to season them with some pink salt, some pepper, some garlic powder, and some of this Trader Joe's 21 seasonings. Salute. I'll put that in the oven, and that's my chicken. Then the next thing I'll do is I'll take these sweet potatoes, and I'm gonna slice them this way. And I'm gonna make them about maybe a quarter to a half inch thick. And it's what's called sweet potato toast. And so I'm gonna put those on a baking sheet. I'm gonna brush on some olive oil, and again, I'm just gonna put some salt. One of the things you need to know about Himalayan salt is that it has less sodium than regular salt. So enjoy. And to be perfectly honest, when you're eating a clean diet and you're not eating things out of a box, your sodium levels are real low. So you got room. So I'm gonna put some of this on my sweet potato toast, and that'll be on parchment paper on a baking sheet. That will go in the oven about 35 minutes at 425. Everything's gonna be at 425. So my sweet potatoes and my chicken will be cooking at the same time. Meanwhile, I will have these little cuties, these little red gourmet potatoes. They're very gourmet. And I will quarter or half these potatoes after I wash them, and then I will put them in a bowl, toss them in olive oil. I'll probably do, probably about 2 teaspoons of olive oil, and again some salt, and I'll put some garlic powder on these, and they will go on a baking sheet as well, probably about 20 minutes. The way you know is you pull one out and you taste it and it goes, this is how I like it. And then when you're food prepping though, you want to do a little less than that, because especially if you're going to be reheating it, then it's not overdone. So that's the potatoes. So I got chicken, sweet potatoes, and potatoes going. And now I cheated this week and I bought me some already cut up washed veggies. So these I'm going to toss in a bowl. I'm going to toss olive oil. I'll probably do a tablespoon of olive oil with this. Stir it up in a bowl real good. Again, I'll put some salt on there and probably pepper on these too. I'm going to add in some big chunks of red onion, and I will also be adding in some green beans, and those are going to roast for about 10 minutes at 425. Now, same thing with veggies. You want to do them a little al dente. I don't know if that actually works for, I know there's a pasta term. I don't know if that works for veggies or not. But anyway, you want to do them a little less than you would normally because you may be reheating them, and even so, if they are overcooked, they'll get mushy in the fridge. So, I've got the veggies, I got the potatoes, the sweet potatoes, and the chicken, and now I'm throwing together some salad. So I have here, this is some spinach and mixed romaine, like red romaine and baby romaine, that was left over from last week, and I have some sprouts that were left over from last week, and I'm going to throw some coleslaw in there. And one of the great things about coleslaw is it's cabbage and carrots, basically. And guess what I don't have to do when I buy it as coleslaw? Cut it. And so I will mix those things together. The next thing I'm going to do is I have some of this romaine, and I'm just going to be ripping that apart and throwing that in there. Now, one of the things about ripping it rather than cutting it is it tends to get less brown on the ends. I don't know why, but it just does. So I'm going to throw this in there. And this salad, with the exception of the coleslaw, is all stuff I bought last week and still had left. So I'm going to be eating this salad early in the week. So I'll probably be having either the mixed veggies with chicken in a bowl, or I'll have salad with hard-boiled eggs, because I'm also going to hard-boil some eggs here in a minute. And that'll be my lunch and dinner. So, you know, sometimes I prefer, depends on what I have planned in the evening. If I know I have like a call at 6, I get home at 5:30, well then that night's going to be a salad night. And I'm going to throw that salad together and I'm just going to eat it. One of the things I think that is really important for us to always keep in mind is that, you know, food is something that our body needs. It's not meant to support our emotions. It's not meant to keep us from getting bored. It's meant to fuel us. And when you realize that God gave us a gift by allowing us to have pleasure in it, in the eating and the fueling of our body, that you can put food in a different perspective. For one, you can be more grateful and thankful for the fact that God gave us pleasure in eating. And then the other thing is that you can realize that if I am wanting to eat because of something emotional, then I need to go and I need to sit down and I need to pray about it and ask God to guide you on forward without food being what you are going to have. And then if you truly are hungry, then you eat. Now, I want to say this. I don't know about y'all, but I grew up eating 3 meals a day. You know, we got up and we had breakfast. And then when it was lunchtime, we came in from outside or at school, we had lunch. And then what we did when we came home in the evening, we may have been allowed to have like some carrots or something as a snack, but in general, we waited till dinner. And then we had dinner, and then after dinner, you hung out with the family and you went to bed, right? So we need to stop thinking that we need to eat all day long. Now I know there's a lot of talk about 5 small or 6 small meals a day. I think everybody's body is different. Like my body doesn't do well with that, especially not post-menopause. So what is going to work best for your body is what you need to look at. So I will show you some pictures as I go along. That's it, and I'll be done. Booyah.